Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to another video of The Little's Kitchen. And today we're going to be making a brand new recipe that I found for you guys. It's healthy, it's not a junk recipe or anything, not fatty, not oily or anything. So, let's get started and let's get underway. Today, I'm going to be making what they call a power bowl. Very, very healthy recipe. And for that, you're going to need a deep skillet. And I have my ceramic pan. Let's turn on the flame. I'm going to spray my pan down so my meat doesn't stick. And I'm using 100% pure avocado spray. Very healthy. And then to begin with, you're going to need about a half a package of ground meat, which you can use ground chicken, ground beef, ground turkey, and today I've chosen to use some ground turkey. So we're just going to start out by browning our meat. Now you want to make sure that your meat is all the way brown so the way it's nice and cooked. You don't want undercooked meat now because you're going to be making diseases if that's the case, and it can make you very, very sick. And then as we're browning our meat, we want to season that meat so that way we give our meat plenty of flavor. Now you want to start with about 1/4 of garlic powder, or if you're making it for more than one person, you times that by 2. And then we have about 1/4 of salt, 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. But I doubled that because I'm making more than one. And then I have about 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, which I doubled that too because again, I'm cooking for more than one person. By the way, folks, I'm sorry it took so long to get back to you. I've been searching for some great recipes that I have a lot coming up here, and you'll need to stay tuned. And if you're going to want to catch my videos, you got to hit that subscribe button, comment, and then hit the like button. And you can share this with all your loved ones, your friends, family. Anybody that you want to see my video to, I very much appreciate it. Okay, so we're still working on browning our meat. Hopefully everybody out there is having a great week and is staying in control of the weather, and watching the Weather Channel or whatever news that you watch that has weather on it. And hopefully wherever you're at, it's either cool or if it's kind of warm and spring-like. Okay, so now we're going to show you what the meat looks like. I love ground turkey, folks. You can't go wrong with ground turkey. You can do just about anything with it. You can make any type of meals you want. You can make it with eggs. You can make it with. You can make it into a burger. You can. It's really up to you. I mean, ground turkey is a great healthy meat for a lot of different things. You can make it with spaghetti. Now your prep time should only take about 5 minutes to prep all your things that you're going to need for your meal. Total time you should make about 10 minutes total time to cook and prep and everything. And folks, we will be right back. Once I get this meat finished brown, we'll return and I will show you. And we're back, folks. Thank you for waiting. And now I'm pretty much just finished with my ground turkey. I'm just finishing browning that. Now that my meat is brown, I'm going to take that off the flame and we're going to move to our next pan. Now, our second step is you want to scramble some eggs, because that's one of the main ingredients in our Power Bowl recipe. So I've got myself a medium-sized skillet, and now we're just going to crack our eggs, which I use white, or if you want to go more healthier, you can use brown eggs. Brown eggs are much more healthier. I love brown eggs, but they're a little bit more on the pricey side. So I've got 4 eggs because, again, I'm cooking for more than one person. Now, sometimes you might get eggshells in your eggs, and I try not to, but again, it happens. It happens to the best of us. Nobody's perfect. I mean, we're just human, you know? So now, I'm going to take my beater, my whisk, and then a little bit of milk. Milk makes your eggs more fluffier. And turn our heat off for just a second. And now I'm going to beat my eggs. Gonna whisk and whisk and whisk and whisk. Excuse me, folks. Here's my egg mixture. Now we're going to spray our pan with, again, the 100% pure avocado oil, which I picked up at Costco. And you can too. Excuse me. So I'm just going to whisk all my eggs in my pan, so that way we can make scrambled eggs out of them, because the recipe calls for scrambled eggs. While I'm sitting here cooking, folks, let's take a minute and talk about today's sponsor. Today's sponsors are Vinyl Dysfunction. They make custom decals, stickers, custom banners. If you need stickers or custom banners or something like that for your, say, your business, if you're a business owner, or you're a YouTuber like me and you want to advertise your YouTube channel, as I do, and so that way you get everything, all the recognition you can get, and then some. You know, they're great people at Vinyl Dysfunction. Now you can receive 10% off if you use my discount code, The Littlest Kitchen. That'll get you your first order. If you're a prior customer and you already have an order with them, my discount code will not work for you. Now my second person I want to thank as my sponsor is Coleman. Coleman makes a wide variety of camping gear, sleeping bags, cooking gear, stoves, other camping accessories. And you can pick up all their fine stuff if you have a local Walmart or Big Five or some other sporting goods store that carries their products. I would recommend them, folks, to anybody, and definitely stop on by their website and visit www.coleman.com and look up their products. They have a wide variety of different things you can click on, and I would definitely use them versus anybody other camping stuff. Coleman has been around for the longest time, folks. So definitely give those fine folks a visit, and you can't go wrong. Okay, so let's get back to it, folks. Now I'm just cooking my eggs. I'm scrambling in the pan. There's my eggs. Delicious, folks. Now, when you're assembling this meal, you can do a wide variety of vegetables. But this one particularly, I've got eggs, avocado, and meat. That's all I really need for a simple, healthy meal, folks. Okay, so now let's turn our flame off. And let's start assembling this delicious meal. So, we're just going to come in here. And we're going to go with some meat. Folks, I wish you could be here to see this and to smell this. It smells absolutely delicious. See there, folks? I've got my meat. Now we're going to pick up our eggs. And then I have some slightly sliced, thin sliced avocado. And we're just going to layer some avocado in that bowl on top of there. Now, it calls for only one avocado to two, but again, as I said, I'm cooking for more than one, so I doubled my recipe. And you will need to as well. I mean, you can upgrade it, however many people that you're feeding. Oh boy, folks, this looks delicious. Look at that. Now I'm gonna assemble the rest of the bowls just the way I did the first one. So we're just not gonna show that. I just showed you guys the one. I showed you guys the preparation. So thank you for stopping by and watching this episode of The Littlest Kitchen. And I hope you have a great one. And remember, folks, food can be fun and easy.